Ever get that feeling where you want to know who really wants your vote in a local election? Beyond just the names with the big party machines behind them.
Yeah, absolutely. Can be tricky sometimes.
Well, you're in the right place. Today, we're doing a deep dive, zeroing in on the upcoming general election. That's Monday, April 28th, 2025.
Hmm.
And we're looking specifically at the candidates vying for your support in the Orléans, Ontario riding.
Right. And we've got some info to work with here. There's the official list of confirmed candidates.
Okay, where's that from?
That's straight from the Voter Information Service. And we've also taken a look at the public campaign materials for one of the independent candidates, Mazar Chowdhury.
Okay, like his website.
Exactly, his website. And there's a YouTube video, too.
Gotcha. So the mission today is kind of give everyone a clear lay of the land, who's actually running.
Yeah, first that, and then take a bit of a closer look at what Mr. Chowdhury is putting forward based on, what he's sharing publicly.
Okay, sounds good. So Orléans, it's quite a field this time around, you said.
It really is. The official list we have, it's dated Wednesday, April 9th, 2025.
Okay, so pretty recent.
Yeah. And it confirms 8 individuals, 8 people putting their names on the ballot.
8. Wow, okay,
Yeah, it makes you wonder about the different perspectives they'll be bringing.
definitely. Okay, 8 candidates. Let's get those names out there for everyone.
Yeah.
Who are we talking about?
Sure thing. So, representing the People's Party of Canada, we have Tawfiq Abu Mohammed.
Okay,
Abdoulaye Sow is running for the Libertarian Party of Canada.
right.
Then, as we mentioned, Mazar Chowdhury, he's running as an independent.
Mm-hmm. One of the independents.
Then there's Ulaibi Gouet for the New Democratic Party. The list actually notes an office phone number for them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 343-573-1389. And it mentions a website, too.
Good detail. Who else?
Jacob Jacques is the Green Party of Canada candidate,
Okay,
followed by Marie-France Lalonde from the Liberal Party of Canada.
right.
Steve Mansour is running for the Conservative Party of Canada.
Mm-hmm.
And rounding out the list is another independent candidate, Arabella Vida.
Okay, so a really solid mix. You've got party representation across the spectrum, pretty much, and then those 2 independent voices.
Exactly. Mazar Chowdhury and Arabella Vida going it alone without that party backing.
Yeah, that always makes you think, doesn't it? Like, what kind of direct connection are they hoping to make with voters?
Absolutely. I mean, running independent, it's a unique dynamic, right? You get flexibility. You can tailor your message maybe more directly.
But it's got to be tough.
Oh, yeah. Big challenge building that campaign presence from scratch, which, brings us nicely to Mazar Chowdhury's campaign, where we actually do have some public info to look at.
Right. Okay, so let's dig into his bid. Independent. We've got the website from the voter information list, chowdhury.org.
That's the one, chowder.org. And it also lists the campaign office phone number for him, 613-277-0511.
Okay, so his website, what does it tell us? What's he focusing on?
Well, taking a look at chowdhury.org, it gives us some insight into the key themes he seems to be building his campaign around. For revitalizing Orléans specifically,
Yeah.
he lays out what look like 3 core priorities.
3 main pillars. Okay, interesting. What's number 1?
First up, he talks about reviving business parks.
Business parks. Okay.
Yeah, the platform mentions taking, underutilized areas in Orléans and trying to transform them into more active business hubs.
Oh, what's the plan there?
Well, the strategy seems to be about attracting business incubators, getting new investment in. It's all geared towards creating a more vibrant local economy.
Right, you can see how that might appeal, especially to maybe small business owners or people worried about local jobs.
Definitely hits on that tangible local issue.
Yeah. What else is he emphasizing? What's number 2?
His second key point is bringing federal jobs to Orléans.
Ah, okay. That's pretty direct.
Very direct. He explicitly states he wants to advocate for relocating federal government departments to the riding.
Okay. As a way to, generate jobs right there in the community.
Exactly. That's presented as the main goal. It's a clear appeal to residents who might be looking for work closer to home.
Makes sense. A definite focus on boosting local employment then. And what's the third pillar?
The third area he highlights is called standing up for human rights.
Okay, so shifting gears a bit there. From local economy to...
Yeah, this is framed as a commitment to championing human rights issues, but on a global scale.
Global scale. Okay. Does he get specific?
He does. His website specifically mentions pursuing justice for both Palestinians and Uyghur Muslims.
Right. Now, hang on. This really connects with that short YouTube video we saw from his campaign, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, yeah. In that brief clip from YouTube, Mazar Chowdhury says, and I'm quoting here, "If you care about human rights and you feel your voice is not being heard this time, you have an option. Go out and vote Chowdhury. I will raise human rights concern, including Philistine, in every possible forum. Thank you, vote Chowdhury."
Wow. Okay. So in that direct video appeal, yeah, the human rights focus, specifically mentioning the Palestinian cause.
Mm-hmm.
That's front and center.
Very prominent.
Yeah.
And it clearly aligns with the broader point on his website about standing up for human rights globally, which also included the mention of Uyghur Muslims.
It's interesting, isn't it? Seeing a local campaign so explicitly weave together these like international human rights issues alongside the very local economic ones.
It is interesting, and it kind of raises that question about how a candidate balances those different priorities, and how that mix resonates with the electorate in Orléans, which is likely pretty diverse itself.
Yeah, good point. He's definitely presenting a platform that touches on, well, both local bread and butter concerns and these wider global values.
Seems to be the approach, yeah.
Okay, so beyond those, like, three core policy areas,
Mhm.
does his campaign stuff mention how he plans to, engage with people, get the word out?
It does, yeah. His website also emphasizes community engagement.
Okay, what does that look like?
Well, it encourages residents to get involved, volunteering, making donations, staying informed about campaign events, that kind of thing.
Right, sort of underscores a grassroots approach.
Exactly. Suggests he's maybe aiming to build momentum through that direct community participation.
Which, you often hear is pretty key for independent candidates, building that groundswell.
Definitely.
And how does he plan to keep people in the loop if they do get involved?
Well, he has a dedicated contact and updates section on the site. People can subscribe to newsletters there, follow his campaign on social media, and reach out directly through the website form.
Okay, so standard ways to connect, keeping those lines of communication open.
Seems to be the goal.
And just circling back to that official candidate list for a second,
Yeah,
we also noted down his official agent, right? Bashir Amir.
that's right, Bashir Amir. And the auditor listed is Ulay Bigué.
Wait a minute, didn't you say that was the NDP candidate's name?
Yeah, same name, Ulay Bigué. Like we said, it's probably just one of those local coincidences, but, it's a little detail that makes you go,
Yeah, definitely a point of interest in the local political landscape there. Okay.
So wrapping things up a bit.
Yeah, so basically, as you, the listener, get ready to cast your vote in Orléans again, that's April 28th, 2025, you've got, well, a diverse range of candidates to consider.
Mm-hmm. From those representing the established parties right through to the independent voices.
Right. And Mazar Chowdhury, as one of those independents, is presenting this platform that aims to tackle both the local economic stuff in Orléans and these broader global human rights concerns.
That's a fair summary based on his materials, yeah.
Yeah.
And, to really make the most informed decision possible.
Right.
We'd really encourage you, if you're in Orléans, to explore the online presence, any available information for all the candidates running, get the full picture.
Absolutely. Which kind of brings us back to you, our listener. As you think about this upcoming election, maybe you're in Orléans, maybe not, but thinking about local elections generally, what specific local issues or maybe global concerns are most important to you when you consider your choices?
Yeah. What resonates?
We genuinely appreciate it if you could leave us a note.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe with your thoughts on this deep dive or perhaps any particular topics or questions about local elections you'd be interested in us exploring down the line.
Mm-hmm. Your input really does help us figure out what matters most and what we should unpack next time.
Definitely. So yeah, let us know.